Maniacs, welcome back to the channel, doing another Sam and Colby reaction. This is their newest video. I was pretty damn surprised and pretty damn happy. Well, I shouldn't say surprised. A lot of you guys have been telling me they were going to post on Sunday, but I was really happy to see when they posted because I have been waiting for new stuff. I've been going back and watching a lot of their older stuff, including like them playing Among Us in real life. I've been just waiting for their paranormal stuff again. And they really kicked it off hard, I have to say. The thumbnail to their video indicates that they are having like an interview with Robert the Doll, or they're going to be messing with Robert the Doll. Well, a lot of you guys are not familiar with the paranormal world, and if you are familiar with the paranormal world, you know that Robert the Doll is probably in the top 2 most haunted dolls in the entire planet. People have reported this thing actually giving people bad luck. It's one of those dolls, kind of like Annabelle, where you just don't really mess with it. Not knowing whether it's really haunted or not, but you just don't want to take that risk because there's already been so many reports and so much bad luck that's happened around involved with this thing. So you just don't want to do that. I mean, I've heard stories of people actually saying, "Thank you, Robert, for your time. Goodbye, Robert. It was nice talking to you," and things like that, just to make sure that they're not in his bad, his shit list, right? You just don't want to be on Robert's shit list. That is the moral of this story. Just don't be on Robert's shit list, and you should be okay. If you like this type of content and want some more content like this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for a new channel. If you want to support me even farther, if you want to see this channel continue doing reactions like this for maybe years to come, support me on Patreon or become a member. Easy to do, and it helps me monthly get through the days and helps me really be able to sit down and do this for a living. So I do appreciate your guys' support. It is so meaningful. You have no idea. But we're going to go ahead and dive into this thing. I'll give you guys my personal opinions during the video and after the video.
Tonight, we are investigating the most haunted doll in the world.
More haunted than Annabelle from the Conjuring movies, and he inspired Chucky.
Not only that, but this doll is known to curse people. Right around 10,000 have sent in letters of apology to Robert trying to exorcise curses such as cancer, wrecked businesses and relationships, schizophrenia, and even death. What caused the curse in the first place?
Taking a picture without asking his permission. So that's exactly what we're about to do.
Ready, guys? 3,
Of course
2.
it is.
Alright guys, I don't know if that was a bad idea.
Oh, you don't know it was a bad idea.
It is probably a bad idea, but we did that at the beginning of the night to see if the curse is real, and you guys will have a chance to see and maybe take a picture of Robert later on.
If you dare.
What's crazy is we're actually at a giant museum full of other haunted objects.
Yeah, dude, there's like 42 spirits haunting this place. We're at Fort East Mortello Museum in the Keys in Florida.
And they already started off with something like that. Look, it's moments like that that make me kind of like, and there's been a lot of people who've commented on my videos and stuff. Do Sam and Colby really believe in the paranormal, or are they just jumping on the high horse because, it started getting them a lot of views? Personally, I like to believe that they deep down really do believe in this stuff, and that's why they do it. But I guess that since they can't, investigate the Warren Museum and go near Annabelle, they decided, Robert the Doll is probably a good second, right? I mean, Annabelle is more well-known because there's been movies where, the doll has actually been called Annabelle, so people will look up Annabelle and stuff. But yeah, this guy inspired Chucky. Not saying a lot because there was no way Robert was getting up with a knife and stabbing people. But just because you're intentionally wanting to get cursed by this thing doesn't mean the curse is going to happen like that same day, right? It could take years before something really starts bad happening. Now, that could be also just life taken. That could just be life. Like, you wait like a few years and then you get diagnosed with, I don't know, cancer or something like that. That's just life. Some people might unfortunately have to deal with that shit. It doesn't mean it was Robert the Doll. Yeah, I wouldn't do it myself. I wouldn't want to push the buttons on this thing. No offense to Robert, because he does have buttons on him. I wouldn't want to push his buttons. Personally, I would be okay. I would be respectful to him. In case that I do possibly, I try to be respectful to almost every spirit I come across anyways. It's not whether I want to taunt it or not. It's not whether I want to start some spiritual warfare between me and some demonic entity. That's not what I'm going and doing. That's not what I would want to do. On one hand, yes, I'm kind of like, you guys are idiots, but on the other hand, you just got to admire. Because, yeah, if something happens to you, we'll see what happens, right? Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And it has these dark vibes like no other.
Yeah, in fact.
What was that?
Well, yeah.
You heard that?
Was that not just a footstep right behind you?
Or a click of some sort.
Yeah, it was like.
It also just got hot as hell in
Yeah,
this
it
room.
got super hot.
maybe it wasn't a good idea to take a picture of the doll, guys.
In this exact area, people get choked up, feel nauseous, hot, like they're just crawling out of their skin.
Right here used to be a giant fireplace, and people get attachments by standing in it. Who wants to stand in it right now?
I actually heard this. Fuck, okay. I also heard that this was the Harry Potter portal. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, so
train
not
station?
Force blast?
I'm
Is it
pretty
really?
sure.
Try. Guys, and speaking
Not accepted
of
to Hogwarts.
dolls, this is a
Man,
little
that's a shame.
dollhouse that apparently has 12 child spirits inside of it. Should we try to go inside?
Yeah.
You don't want to go in?
Whoa, why is it like little mini doors?
Because it's the size of Robert. Robert is like a child-sized doll. He's like 3.5 feet tall.
He's as big as my little cousin.
Maybe he is your little cousin.
Steven!
This is like Toy Story, but fucked up and demonic.
God dang. Oh my god, why is those eyes so tall on that doll?
Isn't it like that a doll can serve as like a universal vessel for a spirit?
I think it's because spirits, they attach themselves to dolls because they think it's a human or like resembles a human, right?
They want to take as much of a human form as they can, for sure.
There's theories that there's a portal within Robert, and that Robert's not just one, not just two, dozens, maybe hundreds. If you think about the curse and how many people are cursed at one time, it makes a lot of sense.
How does someone get cursed?
It
by
does,
Robert?
actually.
When
Yeah.
people are disrespectful to Robert the doll, they go through hell. Don't disrespect the doll. People joke about it and they regret it. I can't tell you how many people I talk to who regret it.
People have been scratched, clothes have been tugged on, incidents of bad luck, disease, car crashes, lives.
Wait.
spiral out of control.
This is before they take the pictures, right? So these people are letting them know, do not disrespect the doll in any sort of way. And guess what they do? They disrespect him by taking a photo with him and not asking permission.
People find dead deer on their yard.
I did a tour back in July.
Oh, shit,
They were
no
like
kidding.
these local kids down here. And when we got in the room with Robert, they laughed at him and they like called him ugly. And then the next night they came back to say sorry for him. They told me that they went on a little boat trip that morning and their boat sank and Coast Guard had to come out and rescue them.
And one of the problems is,
Fuck.
people are summoning spirits every night. Whenever there's a new spirit, they want to challenge the humans. So some nights we come in and the energy changes. You know, summoning stuff in the mirrors, using the Ouija boards, there's stuff going around and some of it doesn't like us.
Apparently, this is a giant hospital.
Yeah, I guess during yellow fever, they just had everyone quarantined here and tons of people died.
And they say that in the basement of this place, there's a lot of demonic
Okay,
stuff.
so I didn't at one point, and I'm going to keep pausing it, so I do apologize. I didn't at one point hear that guy, or them, you know, that guy go ahead and say, like, yeah, go ahead and take a picture with Robert, you know. Just go, whatever happens is on you guys. He didn't at one point say that in that interview. So I'm not sure if we're going to get more of the interview in the future, but if that's the case, again, I go back to it all the time, but you guys keep trying to, some people try to argue with me that, no, there's more reasons than just that they don't, you know, go investigate the War Museum. It's because of reasons like that where they would tell them not to disrespect the things and then they take a picture with them without asking permission. Again, I keep going back to that because that's exactly the reason why they are probably not allowed to investigate the War Museum, because they're afraid that even if they give them all the reasons why they shouldn't be doing it, if you have a goal to want to find out why these things exist, that is completely fine. But rules are meant to not be broken. And there are ways to figure out whether these things exist than just breaking the rules at these museums that hold such ancient entities.
That happens, but we're gonna explore it later. That is the creepiest door I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's
You're cursed, dude. So this museum was actually created during the Civil War
That was
as
a bit cringy.
fort.
That was a bit
Sadly,
cringy.
also during the times of the Yellow Fever. So when everyone died, they would store them in that hallway.
What? Right there?
Yeah.
Well, to give you an idea of how many people died, bro, they literally had to stop carpenters from making buildings in Key West so they could build caskets.
That's a lot of people.
Our guide told us that that hallway right there is the
Yeah.
second most active spot besides the Robert
Yeah, it
doll,
is.
so we'll have to investigate that later.
Before we start the investigation, we're actually going to go down the street to Robert the Doll's original house.
Supposedly it's super haunted as well.
I wonder how you can tell it's his house. Maybe all the lights outside of
This
it.
is so weird.
Dude, we're at it.
This
The
looks
artist's house.
Like it's supposed to be haunted. You
This
know?
is the most poppin' house on the street.
Dude, it kind of looks like Foster's home for imaginary friends,
It does.
which makes a lot of sense.
Dude, that light just fucking turned on behind you when you said that. Oh my god.
Fuck,
dude.
Sam just scared me. I thought he was like the owner, just coming around the door.
In here? Oh yeah, there's a book right there.
So Robert the doll was originally owned by the Otto family, specifically the little boy named Gene Otto, and he lived here. He grew up in this home, and so Robert originated right here.
Pretty sure this house was built in the late 1800s too, so like, that's a lot of history to it.
Oh yeah.
Gene from here? After his family went bankrupt and he moved away to go to school, he came back here.
So he started his life and ended his life in this house.
Dude, where is everybody?
I don't know. I thought there was a bunch of other people here. But it's just a bunch of pugs.
Yeah, what's up with all the bug pictures?
What? What's going on, guys?
This place is like super creepy, but at the same time, it looks like it was designed or decorated by a pug fanatic who works at Yankee Candle.
There's two main hotspots. The attic is one, and that's actually where Robert's room was. They actually made a room for Robert, and then we have Anne's room. So Gene Otto, he married Anne and moved back into this house. So we have the wife, and the wife hated Robert.
She actually forced Robert to be locked in the attic, where Gene created a 2-scale room for the doll.
Jesus.
So let's go check out her room, and then maybe Robert's
Do you guys think that entities were attracted to Robert because of how well he was being treated too? Like he was being treated like a normal human being, and it was a vessel. The doll itself was a vessel to be used, so they probably just wanted, like, hey, I wanted to be treated like a human being again. So it actually, this is starting to make a lot of sense now. There's a lot of theories behind this doll, and it kind of makes me want to ask them. It makes me curious for sure.
next.
Also, I just want to say really quick, for this being late 1800s, this had to be a rich family. Mansion. Huge.
Just look at this. Look at that. Oh, it's so
Wait, this is the attic right here.
What?
Yeah. And it's unlocked.
Perfect, dude. We go. Oh, for sure.
We have to. Oh, wait, and that's Anne's room. That's our room.
Just scared the hell out of him.
She despised Robert, meaning Robert probably despised her.
Oh, for sure.
Not only that, but towards the end of her life, she despised Gene. It's actually rumored that Gene married her for money, forced her to move back here with him. She was a gifted pianist. A gifted...
Penis?
She had a gifted pianist. She could do anything with it.
Anyway, Gene would never let her perform, as he wanted to be the center of attention. So like you can think of her as like this spirit that was just stifled, like an angel who's had its wings clipped.
Basically, Anne is still here haunting this house, protecting people from the curses of Robert.
Yeah, she's a nice ghost, apparently.
Ready to see it? This is a nice room.
I didn't feel
Oh my god!
Yeah, it is.
You're right. It does feel.
Yeah, it is.
And it smells good too.
Do you think it could be because the AC is on?
And that's probably a good part. A clean room with AC on instead of a giant fort. And we're in your room. We set up a bunch of different pieces of equipment so that we can talk to you. If you're here, can you give us a clear and obvious sign? You can walk up to any three objects here on the bed, on the stool, or by the door, and we'll know you're here.
That's it.
Already started.
Yes. Yes. Yes again.
3 yes.
Dude, that's
Yes.
Does that mean there's 3 spirits, or she's just confirming that she's here 3 times?
Yes.
This is just Anne. Can you say yes? If there's
Yes, yeah, it's just Anne.
Okay.
No way.
Okay.
Whoa. It said that you're here to protect this house, specifically from Robert. Is that true?
No.
No. That, you know
Goes
what?
with the theory.
Yeah, you know what though? I had a feeling she was gonna say no, because I feel like that is just a theory people would just make up just to make it sound more noble, and it would make sense because she didn't like the doll to begin with. But I feel like there's probably more reasons why she's probably lingering around the house. Like I just don't picture her sitting there just because of Robert. No, no.
Of what David was saying.
There's multiple spirits.
Oh my god! Wait, so let's explain that. There's a theory that there's multiple spirits attached to Robert. Yes!
The theory is that Robert is a portal, and it's not just the spirit of Gene or Robert, but there's shadow figures attached. There's spirits that come through.
Yes.
There's just like, yep, keep going.
Shadow figures that will like curse or, carry out the curses on people who disrespect Robert. Yes.
Anne, is that true? Do you believe that there can be multiple spirits in one doll? Is he a form of a vessel?
Or maybe it's not true, and maybe there's just a couple of spirits attached to Robert. Is that true?
I just want to know if is Robert malicious?
See, some people say he's a nicer spirit, and some people say he just curses people.
I think it depends. Because to Gene Otto, he was his best friend. They grew up together. He even gave him his own name. The original name of Gene Otto was Robert. And he was like, no, I'm going to give that name to my doll and give him my clothes. Like, they were literally best friends growing up together. That's so weird, especially because he's like 3 foot tall. They're probably like the same height.
Actually, one of the theories about Robert is that he's what's called a spirit mirror. Whenever Gene was like doing something bad, he'd blame it on Robert, which is like where you get the blame it on Robert thing, and that like cemented or calcified that energy in the doll.
One story of him like breaking a vase, the parents rushed into the room. He's like, no, it was Robert, I swear. Like every single time it was like directing that negativity towards him.
Robert the doll was known for a lot of poltergeist activity, mainly throwing around furniture. And did you ever see Robert move or throw things around, especially in this house? If so, come up to any one of these pieces of equipment. We have some stuff over here on the bed.
No way! Did you get close to that?
No, dude, I was saying, where were you? Right here.
What?
Wait, wave your hand by your foot right now. What?
Dude,
Okay.
so that was confirmed it.
You asked if she'd ever experienced like furniture being thrown around.
Wait. And if you believe the spirit of Robert is still here, could you move a piece of furniture? Could you give us a actual physical sign to show us what he did to this house?
What if she just doesn't have the power to do that? Maybe Robert had more power. I mean, if it's true that Robert had multiple entities attached to him as well, he probably has a lot of energy. That's why he's able to curse people.
So Anne, are you scared of Robert? Can you give us a sign?
Did you dislike Robert?
Tap this, and we'll know yes
Not
or
really
no.
talkative anymore.
Gene and Anne did
Not really
have a
talkative
relationship, especially towards the end. Most of Gene's time was actually spent up in the... Yes!
Yes!
As soon as I said that, she confirmed it. Yeah.
And dude, it didn't answer for so long.
She wants to be, it's interesting, she wanted to be more clear about the contention between her and Gene than about her opinion of Robert. Dude, this might sound, I don't want to offend anything here, but I wonder if she's scared of Robert still.
Gene, towards the end of his life, spent the majority of his final 10 years in the attic talking directly to Robert the doll. Many people report hearing the voice of two people, even though Gene was the only one up there with the doll.
It wasn't like the other one, like a
Creepy.
raspy old voice.
That's creepy.
So imagine like a little toddler, like, hey, and then right next to him is like, hey.
This is like when he was 60 years old, 70 years old. So a 60-year-old man that still talks to the doll for 10 years of his life.
Dude, that's like, it's terrifying to think of like an old man riddled with Parkinson's, hanging in the attic, talking to a doll.
Right there.
It's a
Maybe we
creepy
can
thing.
turn the
I'm not
envelope
gonna
to
lie.
emotions and ask Anne these same questions and let her passively respond with emotions rather than actively with yes or no.
And you can just come up here and tap this. Let us know how you felt about Robert. Oh, what's that say? Scared! Holy fuck!
Okay.
You said scared, right? Yeah, specifically.
Again, it said scared again.
Twice
It just said
scared.
twice in a row.
What?
And
sad.
Wait, dude, out of all the emotions, what are the odds that it just scared twice in a row?
And then sad? Like, what if Robert was just stealing her husband away from her?
She didn't like him the entire time. Like, she was probably scared of Robert and sad that he even lived there. Gene was best friends with Robert.
Yeah, his only friend.
Scared again, dude.
Scared again.
Wait, that just answers 100%. Like, Anne was terrified of Robert. Scared again, dude.
No way! Third time.
Over and over and over again.
3 times.
That's 4. The odds of that alone, even if it is random, are insane.
Scared again. Holy shit.
Yo, wait, that's actually incredible. And should we also feel scared if we're scared?
No way! Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Something's moving.
The broom thing?
Whatever that is, that little, what is that?
This thing just moved, or was it because we probably all just like freaked out and then...
Yeah, probably.
It wasn't that though. It was this.
That just hit the wall, bro.
What was it before? Like up here?
But I heard a.
It was like that. It was like that.
Dude, there's no way there is no way we caused that. Cause like we were just like that.
No,
That was probably us.
Let me put this to yes or no real quick. And when I just turn this back to yes or no, was that
I don't that's tough. That's tough because they were literally all freaking out in the room and I'm not sure how stable that room is. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm not sure how much it rumbles when people move on the floor. I have not been in that house myself. So for all I know, because they were moving around constantly, that broom could have just slid down and hit the wall, because it looked like it just, when he put it back up there, it just kind of slid back. So I don't really necessarily believe that was paranormal in itself. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be honest as I possibly can be. So we'll see. We'll see if anything picks up even more. But so far, yeah, that's pretty cool how it keeps saying it was scared. I'm not sure if she was just scared of Robert. Maybe she was scared of her husband too, because I would be a little bit freaked out if my wife was going into the attic to talk to a doll so often. I'd be a little bit nervous about that too. I'd think that there's something mentally wrong with him or her. So yeah, I really, the whole situation is freaky for sure.
You that just pushed that stick or whatever against the wall.
We should feel scared. And then a poltergeist activity? No! That was horrible! Exactly what I mean! That's what I mean!
Was it us moving?
Yo, was that our fault?
Yeah, did we cause that?
No!
No.
Well, what the fuck was it?
Dude, well, it said no to Robert, but that doesn't mean it said no to the hundreds of other entities possibly attached to it.
So Robert was taken from this house in 1980 and then put in the museum in 1994. Maybe when he left, some of the negative energy was still up in the attic. Thank you so much, Anne. If you want to follow us, help us, protect us anyway, you're welcome to.
If you do feel comfortable, we would love to have you follow us up to the attic. What's wrong?
I just got like a really weird chest pain. Like actually, legitimately.
Like a nervous feeling.
Are you?
No,
Is there
no, like a pain.
That's kind of scary.
Robert's origin.
You have to understand, at
Okay.
the time, nobody knew anything about Robert's true origins. We didn't know he was a Stife doll. All people knew was, hey, it's a doll that's possessed, and they had said that it was an angry servant who had made the doll. And I uncovered information. I was able to trace him back to Germany as a Stife. I was able to find the angry servant and tie in what the truth was about that part of the legend. I thought identifying Robert's true spirit as a child would be a good thing, and that Robert
It might
would be
not have
very
been,
happy.
yeah.
I didn't take into consideration that there were multiple entities, and there are several dark entities who feed on the negativity people bring up here. They didn't want the truth out. So objects started moving around my house. I lost 4 hard drives. Strong bolts of electricity started coming out of my hands, and I'm not talking little static shock. I'm talking like almost dislocating my shoulder.
Because you have a reaction?
No, because of the electricity. I remember what's on the side of my truck. I just, a little bit of music playing and going like that, and so much electricity out. Almost dislocated my shoulder. Huge. I mean, like a volt that you think would kill you. And then this palm frond.
What the
this
fuck?
Dog, giant 20-foot palm frond that's wet, picks up, charges towards us, drops. The dog freaks out and runs back. We go back, I go back with the dog, it picks up a second time, flies at me and drops. Something was very clearly challenging me, and it culminated with me getting yanked out of bed, like, pulled up.
Wait, are you talking about levitation?
Yeah.
What?
It wasn't levitation, it was being forcefully yanked.
And you believe that's Robert's doing?
Yeah, so I believe it's the dark entities with Robert. When you get yanked, it's not scary. You'd think it would be, but your brain's trying to figure out what's going on. So it's what's happening. It woke my wife up. She says, what's wrong? And I couldn't feel below me, so I told her, I said, I'm falling out of bed. And then I look up. I was like that far from the ceiling.
What?
And I absolutely freaked. I call out, I'm like, oh God, help me! And when I shouted that, I dropped. I wasn't even over my bed. I was about 6 feet to the left of it. And I slammed the tile floor so hard. And I went straight
fudge,
to my
dude.
I said, I'm dealing with an entity I can't handle, and I desperately need help. Don't comment if you can't help me. And so when he put me in touch with
I'd
the
love to see the
Santeria
post.
priest, when he gets to the bedroom, he says, I can't deal with this on my own. He ended up bringing 5 more of his Santeria family from Miami, and they did a misa espiritual, spirit mass. I saw spirits as clearly as I see each of you now. They removed the spirits possessing me, and it wasn't just one, it was dozens.
Oh my God.
You look at
Wow.
these 2 8-foot-tall creatures that are the main dark ones around Robert. The 8-foot-tall creatures, those seem to be the ones that thrive on the negativity. I warn
This is a story.
because you
This
might not be as protected, and you're not just dealing with one entity.
Can I just say, after that story, I'd be tapping out. Dude, the fact that he was seeing these things in his, like, these entities just wandering around that were plaguing him and cursing him. I'll even go as far as saying plaguing him at this point. Fuck, dude, that's next level. That is conjuring shit, and I'm gonna keep saying that. That's conjuring shit. That's conjuring level shit right there. And I don't know, man. That shit right there, that's a story. That is like a hell of a story. And I was gonna say, like, why is he still working there if Robert is that intimidating? Like, I'm surprised he's still working there, honestly. I'd be trying to get away from that doll as quickly as possible. I wouldn't even want to be near it anymore. That actually, in the back of my mind, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to forget that. The fact that he was saying, like, he could see these entities as clear as he sees Sam and Colby sitting in the room. Fuck.
At one point on the lease, it was stated that Robert had to remain in the attic room and no one else could occupy it.
That's probably why Anne was saying that we should be scared coming up here. So much negativity in one spot.
Once they moved out, every renter that came into the house said they heard things coming from upstairs. There's been an instance where a repairman went upstairs, saw things moving around Robert, and immediately quit his job and never came back to this house. So let's go check it out.
You wanna go first, Nate?
No, these are the steepest steps I've ever stepped.
Shit, doggy!
Oh, dude, it's snowing.
There's just shit scattered everywhere. Everything's collapsed. There's wood against. Hand me that camera.
Wait, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, he doesn't have a fucking light or anything.
Like, it seriously, it just looks like a hurricane hit it.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh,
Thank God it was foam.
I don't see anything like what was described.
What? It goes so far. He would probably be in like the middle of this. In a case, or I think he was stuffed in a trunk.
Dude, it's hot.
It's so hot up here. Wait, what is that? Oh my god. I just bumped into that by accident. It's like a bunch of...
Just a big
crosses.
rosary?
You think that's to keep like evil out?
I hope so.
It's honestly probably dangerous to walk in an attic of a 1900 house.
A doll for like 70 years lived in this attic.
And dude, I don't think we even said why he was like packed up here in the first place, but when Gene turned 18, he moved out to become an artist. He was an artsy guy.
This house is actually called the Artist's House because it's Gene Otto's house. But that is such a chilling picture. That old man sitting just alone up here, no friends, talking to a doll,
With
and horrible, crazy poltergeist
A
activity happening.
sickness like Parkinson's, so he was like just like shaking back and forth, talking to what seems to be an inanimate object.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not.
And if you followed us
Yeah,
up
no,
here,
it might
or
not
if there's
be.
any other spirits or energy that want to talk to us, now's the chance. Now's your time. That was a scream.
It's like the empty space in this attic is expanding beyond the attic.
Ready? Again, please use our energy. Move this
Oh,
planchette
doing
that
the
we're all
drawing
touching.
thing.
Can you draw out some sort of symbol or something that tells us a little bit about who you are?
Fuck
And
that.
Robert,
Fuck
anything that's
that.
up here in the attic, we just want to know who you are.
I don't do whistling. The second I hear a whistle in a house that I know for a fact is empty, I'd be like, all right, all right. That does that.
What still lives here in the artist house?
Ironically.
It almost sounds like singing.
I would say it might be
Sing or
wind.
cry.
I would say it might be wind.
I think it made something right there.
What the?
Who could that be?
Almost looks like a head wearing a hat to me.
Oh, was
A mushroom.
Robert wearing any hat?
Yeah, he does wear a hat.
And if you're up here, you
sailor
said
hat.
we should be scared coming up here. Why? That's getting close.
After many questions, this is what ended up with that
Dude,
for.
that kind of looks like the same thing, like a human head wearing a hat.
What could that possibly
A half-eaten apple?
Final try.
This is your last chance.
Again, use our energy.
And why should we be scared up here?
Did you ever think that maybe the circle is a portal?
Myrtle's episode. Amanda drawing a circle.
Over and over and over.
And that represented a portal. You're right.
We just want one clear, obvious sign.
Dude, no, I can already see it's making the same fucking thing. Oh, dude,
That's
it's the
the
same
same
fucking thing. Every single one has been really bad drawings, but it's like a circle and then a hat or something.
It's a circle with some sort of square thing on top of it.
Dude, each one is
Yeah.
just like an abstract Mr. Potato Head.
Guys, we're back
Kind of.
at the fort, and in just a second, we're gonna let you guys take a picture of Robert if you so please. But before that, we're gonna actually explore this haunted hospital.
Wait,
Yeah, but so the latch on the left, just pull that out.
To be blunt, I don't think I'm going to be taking a picture of Robert the doll. You guys are free to, but I'm not going to take a picture of Robert. I don't want to risk anything. The last time I did a challenge that was on their channel, I actually started having chest pains that was shooting throughout my arm. And I just didn't want to, that was a bad idea. I was looking at, I think Peggy is her name. I was looking at Peggy the doll, and it's probably not best if I do it again. And Robert has a little bit more known history to actually curse people. I just don't want to be cursed.
Oh, I see.
And then push it on open. And go immediately to your right.
Oh god.
Whoa!
Oh my god. Creepy.
Yeah, it's fucking Dracula.
100%.
It's where people freak out on the tour.
We have a lot of people who throw up in here, become physically ill. This is where a lot of people have been scratched. There's something that moves around down low. One thing that roams around the fort is a ghost cat. I actually have somebody captured him.
Dude, I'm feeling like something like touched me.
Little kitty.
Ever since we walked in.
Church?
I
What are you
don't know if
doing
you've ever
there?
seen that or seen that, but something like really feels like I'm being held up like this.
Dude, you literally at Anne's room were feeling a heart pain. Like that's right, literally right there.
I'm feeling a pressure right here, like someone's like holding me like this. I don't know if that's a muscle ache or if it's like something.
It's a phantom pain. You're feeling one of the symptoms of someone in here. And think about this. So does it feel like a crutch?
Yes!
Pulling you up?
Holy yes, it's like pressure right here in the stick right
So
here.
you probably got someone who was here who had a crutch that was holding them up, and they're trying to sap your energy from you. They're trying to share your energy with you.
Like
Whoa.
amputee type of thing.
Could be.
That would make sense.
It kind of does.
And check it out. You can still see the scars on my arm.
Oh, that's on you!
Yeah. And that happened here.
In this room?
That happened here. I've been scratched in here twice.
So badly that it scarred you.
Wait,
It actually scarred you.
Dude, yeah, look at
Did you
that.
watch that happen? Or
Holy
did you just
shit.
look
It was
down?
when I was setting up, and listen, I'm usually good with the spirits in here. Everything was going wrong. Gates weren't unlocking, stuff wasn't where it was supposed to be. Everything was wrong, and they were messing with me hard. And when I came in here, it was more of the same, and I got really angry, and I never get angry. I just went, and when I had that moment of rage, it's as if they manifested that power, and I felt it. I was already late getting everything set up. Only time that's happened, and then I had to go out front and say, it's going to be another 10 minutes, guys, because I had to stop it from bleeding, and it took
Oh my
Did you show him?
Yeah, I told him, I said, I'm sorry, this is going to take a little bit of time.
Do you think you did something disrespectful beforehand? Or was
No, it was yelling at them, and they were able to manifest my rage because they don't have their own energy. They have to use
So,
their energy.
don't get
Just
mad.
like you were just
Don't get
feeling the crutch. To get energy, they need us. They were just tapping into you to get yours. And when I had that moment, they were already with me. And then when I had that moment of rage, that's like superpower to them. And that's what gave them the ability to do that. And check this out. People summon stuff in mirrors from here. After this stopped being a fort, kids used to come up here when it was abandoned, and they do mirror scrying, which is summoning.
Whoa, this just went off to red when you said scrying.
Yeah. And that's probably.
This just like turned off.
Yeah.
What?
This just turned off.
This went to
Is
red.
it still spiking? I don't
As soon
know.
as she said scrying, it went to red.
How did
They're
wait,
absorbing
you
the
just
energy
said that?
from
It's
everything,
spiking again
man.
right now, and this fucking just turned off.
Mirror scrying.
It's electric.
Do you want us to summon you in the mirror?
I feel it.
Do you want us to try to contact you through the mirror?
Wait, what the? Oh my god!
Dude, it was only on green. Like the entire conversation was on green.
Wait, feel my heartbeat right now. Holy fuck!
Dude, it's racing.
It's like racing.
Literally like
Holy shit!
You know, I'm going to say it right now, Sam is somebody who gets really overexcited, so I wouldn't be surprised if his heart is actually causing him chest pains. Now, I'm not going to say he's faking everything. I'm not going to say don't take it that way at all. I'm trying to come up with different theories on why he could be feeling those chest pains. I actually do like the idea that, yeah, a guy with a crutch, you know, he was actually trying to use his energy and stuff, and it was maybe he was feeling the crutch on his arm. I like that theory. It wouldn't really explain why it was happening at the house and not and now it's happening here. It wouldn't explain why it was happening at the house unless this thing followed him from the museum over to the house. Then I guess it would make sense. He might be overdoing it, and that could be causing a lot of chest pains. I mean, the guy was literally like freaking out every time it said like scared. So he was like really feeling it. I still have these issues to where if I get like too excited, my heart will like really go fast, and it could cause chest pains. It really can. So.
Cameron, when we were gone at the artist house, you were saying you felt the energy rise in here, correct?
Incredible. Total change. And that whole tunnel, we're in here every night. It's the most intense that it's been in months.
I keep looking in that dark corner.
Looking around,
Yeah.
somebody captured a photograph of it.
Oh my god!
god!
Face.
Holy shit! What is this captured on? Is an iPhone? Yeah, it was just captured. It was on a phone. I don't know if it was an iPhone or not.
It's like vaguely childlike.
Yes, dude. Some people say it looks like Robert the doll.
Yeah. I was gonna say it looks like a doll too. Yeah.
Like with the hat.
A little bit, yeah.
Right there.
Like an old, decrepit creature.
That thing's seen around the fort. You guys want to summon something in the mirror? Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, is it what? There's a mirror.
Let's
over
do
here?
it.
We on a mirror to try to replicate what the kids did. The one that they summoned was Colonel Morgan. He tried to deport a third of the Conch population. Conchs are what we call the natives here. And he tried to deport them because of their Confederate ties. But when you summon stuff in mirrors, you never know what you're gonna get.
The way he said that.
Oh god, dude. That looks like a freaking altar.
You walk up to the mirror, you say, I summon the spirit of Colonel Morgan, and say his name 3 times as you turn a circle, and then take a photograph.
If this works, man, I don't know what I'm gonna
I
say.
summon the spirit of Colonel Morgan. Colonel Morgan. Colonel Morgan.
Uh-huh.
Colonel Morgan.
When did this become a Candyman movie?
We had a girl here one night. She's in here by herself. She takes the photograph. That's her silhouette. She was wearing blue. That's not.
What the fuck is that?
That's not her. That's not her hand.
Oh my god.
This is what it turned out to be.
What's that up in the corner?
I don't know.
It almost looks like something's starting to form up there. Sometimes people see something that looks just like Robert the doll.
I summon the spirit of Colonel Morgan. Colonel Morgan?
That's crazy. That's
Colonel
crazy.
Morgan?
The music right now. All right.
Wait, what the fuck? Were you guys standing right behind him?
Where were you guys standing?
They were to the left.
Wait, no, if that's a mirrored photo, that would be on this side.
That was on that side.
No, we were
What
both
the
on that
fuck is
side.
that?
Look, it's not even in mine.
You guys were standing in the exact same spot. Wait, what the fuck is that actually?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucked up.
That's not on mine.
Wait,
Now Sam's turn.
What?
Oh, we didn't see Sam do it. I was hoping to see Sam do it.
Dude, this place has a dark energy.
Yeah, I mean, I've not been in a place where you go in and you immediately feel like you're on
Unless he
a
did
planet
do it
with
and nothing
increased
happened.
Gravity.
Yeah.
You're just
Right?
weighty.
You know what I remember too is we left those Polaroids in our camera next to Robert. Should we go look at the pictures?
Yeah, dude, that means they developed like sitting in front of Robert.
Oh, what if he just isn't there?
Then we're
So
fucked.
stoked to see these photos.
Could you imagine they were just all over the floor right now? It's so scary.
All right, good news is they weren't flown everywhere. We showed there at the beginning, but we took an extra just for safety.
Oh god!
Dude, why is it so dim?
Foggy.
Yeah, it's super foggy. It's had like an hour.
Number 2.
No weird like firework thing up there.
I can't even tell what that is. Yeah, it's over there, but not on this one. Number 3.
That one seems like a clean photo.
That's a good one.
Damn,
That's it.
that's sexy.
You're welcome.
And the last one.
Me. The
The
firework.
firework thing happened again.
We'll put high
That's weird.
definition photos of these, but looks kind of normal to
I
me.
think we're fine for now. Look. By the looks of these
Yeah,
photos,
keyword.
we have not been cursed.
Interesting fact is that Gene died of Parkinson's. Somebody else who has Parkinson's right now is Ozzy Osbourne because he came here at one point and claimed that Robert did it to him.
Ozzy Osbourne like took one of those little dolls, tried to blow it up on the beach,
Put it in a microwave.
microwaved it, like got ill, broke his foot or some crazy thing like that.
Yeah.
And now he's got Parkinson's and he
Yeah.
attributes it all to.
He just blames Robert for all of that. Again, this is like poltergeist
Holy
activity
shit.
that Robert does. Like people will hear furniture flying around the room, but I think the scariest part is some people say they can see him swallowing and his expression changing in front of their eyes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Or
I think there's like a famous video of Robert blinking, like a quick like there's no guarantee that's a real actual thing. Like that could have been edited very easily, but like if that was true, if he actually did blink, that is next level fucked up.
breathing.
There was a lady who saw Robert swallowing. What? Oh yeah, she saw him go back, and people talk about him breathing, where they see his chest going back and forth. She said she saw like a little swallow.
Oh God!
Dude, there's something like
So
primitively
specific.
disturbing about that.
I talked
Yeah.
to a lady several months ago. Her husband had his toe cut off by a lawnmower after he was disrespectful. There's some pretty dark stuff. We've had deaths blamed on Robert the doll. A couple guys from California were here, and one of them was respectful, the other was completely disrespectful. When they got home, the one died. We got the apology letter. He said, "I'm sorry for my friend." And
he died. Wait, can you explain that?
Oh yeah, people are, well, right to Robert, asking him for forgiveness, asking him to lift the curse off of him. His whole room used to be covered with
crazy.
the ceiling and the letters, and then eventually they got too many of them.
It's like over 1,000.
Thousands and thousands, close to 10.
Did they keep them?
Thousands of people
Yeah.
apologized about Robert. Some people make flights back
Yeah,
to
they'll
Key
come back
West
in person.
to
say
go
sorry.
apologize in person. Is that serious?
Just the fact that there's 10,000 letters apologizing says everything you need to know.
Yeah, whatever you believe, how do you think 10,000 people
Yeah,
are
it
experiencing all the
confirms
same
a lot,
stuff?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what gets me.
Pretty great.
That being said, I think we should choose someone to stand alone with Robert tonight.
Those goes.
Why didn't we come on these trips with you guys?
Oh, dude, you're thinking of Robert's right behind.
No, he knows, man. This guy, he's been sitting here a long time.
Just kidding. We do the nose goes all the time. It's not fair. You can't see behind the light. How about we do something even worse?
Rock, paper, scissors. Just kidding.
Or how about a staring contest?
Staring contest.
Like with
With Robert. Whoever can stare into his eyes the longest.
Sorry, that scared the shit out of me.
Is that Robert?
You see, I like this shit to me, and I love their newer content. Again, I'm gonna stand by that. I love their new content, man. But I'd be cringing if I was there with them. If they farted in front of Robert, dude, I'd be cringing. I'd almost say sorry for that. To me, that's disrespectful when you literally pass gas in front of something that is supposedly ancient and like laughing about it. Like that in its sense is disrespectful. And I believe in the paranormal. That's why I find it extremely like disrespectful. And I'm not saying they don't, so don't freak out on me. And I'm not saying they didn't think the same thing. But when they just do it, it's just like sometimes it's like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want to smack the guy upside the head. Like, what the fuck do you think you're doing, dude? We're in front of something that had 10,000 apologies. Like, oh my gosh, like take it a little bit more seriously. Like this thing has a lot of credibility behind its name.
3, 2, 1. Don't you dare blink or you're
Dude.
standing here alone.
It's, what, 1 a.m.? So my eyes are so tired. Oh, I already feel like I'm gonna blink, guys. Oh shit, now like just looking straight into his eyes, you can see things moving around him. It's like the psychomantium, because I'm almost looking into a glass mirror. His face is just completely black now.
Oh, there's something behind you. Man, you're killing it. Holy fuck.
Thanks, man. Don't need to blink.
You look like you just ate taco though.
I did.
Holy shit, you're pulling out a minute.
Up there it is. There it is.
Oh, there it is. 108.
108.
Good
Nice,
God,
nice,
dude.
nice.
That's actually
Pretty
really
impressive.
good.
You're really getting into the character if that happens.
All right, Nate, what you got? 3, 2, 1.
He's already ready to blink.
Oh
Yep.
my God! Wait, that was
10 seconds!
what the fuck?
Oh, he lost.
Was that on fucking purpose, dude?
No, it wasn't. I dead ass it went on
Oh my God, dude, that was
I
ass.
did a full minute. More than you.
literally beat me by 60 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Sam looks like he's about to suck Squidward's nose.
Dude.
Well, you already beat Nate.
Yeah. So Nate is.
All right, guys. That means Nate is going alone right after this. But we thought, why not, since we just stared at him, finally give you guys a chance to, if you think the curse is real, take a picture of Robert via this screen.
We did this, if you watched the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum episode with Peggy the doll, and so many people commented that they were actually haunted and affected from it. Please do this with caution. We're not
advising it.
And we're not condoning any of this. This is up to you guys if you want to take this chance.
I actually had chest pain on camera.
Through
Yeah.
the screen.
Tens of thousands of people said electrical anomalies were happening.
Yes, through the screen. It's only making eye contact with Peggy.
This has sent people to the hospital. It's given people like cancer. It's gotten people in car crashes. So do not do this if you believe in the curse.
Yeah, we do not recommend
I am
this.
not doing it. I am not doing it. I can look at him, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah.
If you don't want to see this and you don't want to risk, close your eyes or, fast forward through this part, but we're about to give you 10.
I'll look at him, but
seconds with the
I'm
most
not going to take a picture. I'm not going to I'm not going to disrespect him. Yeah. But I've seen pictures of Robert too. It's crazy. He's got his own whole setup. Let me know in the comments how many people took a picture and what happened to you. Please let me know in the comments what happened.
Before we split up to do our alone investigations, because Gene was an artist, we decided, what if we try to draw Robin ourselves? But the catch is, we only have 1 minute to do it.
We're trying to like trigger our own investigations with these portraits.
Yes, we can bring these to each of our individual investigations, so it's like we're taking a piece of Robert with us.
Because there's 42 spirits here at the fort.
I'm a great
Robert
drawer,
is
man.
said to be able to
I can
travel,
draw.
And his entities are on the entire place. So if we take a piece of Robert, aka these drawings, maybe we can kind of trap his energy. 3, 2, 1, go.
On these really crappy cement floors.
10 seconds.
Oh God!
Boom. Done.
Okay. Alright guys, this
Cool.
is my drawing. Here we go.
See, that looks like an inbred Pillsbury doughboy.
Wait, why does he have a dick on his chest?
This is not Dick, he's holding a freaking stuffed animal.
What? That is definitely a cock.
That's not a cock.
Here's mine.
Where's his fucking eyeballs, dude?
There are 2 X marks on his head.
He's got a huge hat.
Why is his hat so fat?
Yo, dude, I just wanted him to have a big hat.
And then, then you drew a cock, but it has 2 fucking wiener holes.
You know, 2 wiener hole cock is kind of.
Here's my Robbie.
His is actually the best.
Pretty dang good.
That is good.
Yeah.
Except he doesn't have a fucking
He doesn't
body.
have a body.
In this endless box.
His face looks like an old man. He just looks like a dad who's like drunk sitting on his couch or something. Robert, we are not roasting you. We are roasting our drawings of you.
Trust us.
Before we do the final investigation, guys, if you're enjoying
At least
this
you're
type of
clarified.
content, leave a like and subscribe. It's free. It helps us out. It takes 2 seconds as well. Please
I
do
say
it
the
now.
same thing,
Enjoy
man.
the
It's
rest
free. It helps me out. Yeah, subscribe. And hit the like button. We're almost at 20,000. It's pretty crazy. Scooby, do it.
Sam McCorby's voices and footsteps fading away. Robert
Great.
is across from me right now. Let me just show you guys real quick. Hey, Robert. Thanks for, letting me be. Oh my gosh. Dude, I start talking to him and just a flashlight. Okay. Thanks, Robert. Look, I have this drawing that we did of you earlier. I'm gonna set it over here. You can let me know if you like it or if it resonates with you. You can just see his reflection kind of echoing in every part of this box. Like almost like it's endless.
Flashlight.
Or like there's so many different sides to him.
All right, guys, so it's time to start our
Yeah.
solo investigations. And for mine, I went to the spot where I think this is literally the creepiest story of the entire fort. I got my Robert
Okay.
the doll drawing right here. Here's the spot I'm investigating, but the story starts with Elena Milagro Hoyos. I don't know if I said that right. Back in the early 1900s,
Hey, you
there
gave
was
it
a
a- you gave
German
it a shot.
radiologist who lived here named Count Karl von Kossel. I believe this is a picture of him right there, and here is Elena. Now, Count Karl had a weird obsession with Elena and ended up meeting her because she got tuberculosis and he was helping her treat it. Even though he had a wife and kids, he would tell his close friends that he believed Elena was the girl from his dreams. He did everything he possibly could to help her survive her sickness. He bought her expensive gifts to try to cheer her up and even bought the most expensive x-ray equipment they had back then to see if he could cure her, but nothing worked, and unfortunately she ended up dying. Also, not to mention, Count Karl was in his 50s and Elena was 22, so they had this weird relationship
creepy.
where he was confessing his love to her all the time and she was not reciprocating any of it. Now, why there's a cemetery right here is because after she died, he would go to her grave every single night and sing her songs, leave her gifts, and just hang around where her dead body was. 2 years later, after she died, he ended up exhuming the grave, taking her body and bringing it back to his house. And of course, after 2
Okay, I was gonna say it was kind of sweet that he was going and like maybe like, you know, leaving flowers for her and stuff and singing her songs. That's not really that creepy to me. That's kind of sweet. But like now that he's like bringing her body, oh my gosh, okay, it really turned creepy. That went like it did a 180 fucking degree fucking change up to that story.
2 years of body is very badly decaying, but he didn't care. He ended up taking what was left of her human remains and dipping it in wax to form a skin layer, and then took fake eyes to place on her face. Count Karl ended up sleeping with Elena's dead body for 7 years. But I think the creepiest part of the story is he was caught because he was seen dancing with Elena from a window by a neighbor. So imagine him just dancing with a corpse
That's
in his
fucked.
room. Somebody sees it, obviously thinks it's strange, like why is he dancing with a stiff statue looking thing? And they ended up calling the authorities. He was taken to court, but he was never put in prison because it was past the statute of limitations. And even stranger, the public saw him as this hopeless romantic figure instead of some creep who was dancing around with a corpse. His final thing he wrote in his diary was
creepy.
this: human jealousy has robbed me of the body of my Elena, yet divine happiness is flowing through me, for she has survived death. Forever and ever, she is with me.
That's unsettling. That guy had issues.
Alright.
Serious issues.
Complete darkness.
Sorry, I don't mean it in a, like I just meant
David
that
told
seriously
us that
disturbing.
The scariest part of this entire place is the soldier's tunnel. He said it's the most active. Robert will attach himself to people, but this is where you see the most shadow figures. This is right where hundreds of bodies were stored when they had yellow fever. They just shoved them in there while they were waiting for coffins to be made. This is gonna be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. The camera just get blurry? No. No, it is a little bit.
My drawing might not be perfect. If this means anything to Robert, or Gene Otto, or any of the people down here, please, show yourself.
Guy just walks
Robert,
out.
if you're here and you can hear me, I have a flashlight over here and another over here. You can touch those and make them go off. I also have 2 cat balls on the corners above you and an EMF reader there. It's like there's more silence in this room than this room should be able to hold.
I think that's just because you're paranoid. Honestly.
I'm just staring at his face now. Robert, I'm here, and so are you. If there's something that you want to tell me, please feel free. We just want to tell your story. I'm looking at his reflection.
Geez, if you just stared like this earlier, you wouldn't have to do this.
His face is starting to twirl.
He hasn't blinked.
The flashlight just went
Jeez.
off. Robert,
Jeesh.
if it's just you and I, turn that flashlight off.
Okay. Okay, might be picking up a little bit.
Count Carl? Elena? Any other spirit that can hear me in here? It's in the room with me. You can come up to this device right here.
Count
say
Carl
anything
is
you want,
a creepy name
put
in
your
itself.
energy in. Huge. What's huge? Show. It's a huge show? 13. What do you mean by 13? Is there 13? Alter Dark.
I'm putting a REM pod right there.
Oh, God.
Hello? If someone's right here touching that photo, can you touch that red light one more time? This thing's going off too. This thing's going off. Oh, get out of there. Hello?
Yep. There it is. It's starting to pick up a little bit. We're starting to get somewhere.
Is this Robert? Is this a soldier? I'm gonna come down there. Do you mind if I pass you?
Jeez, what was that noise about? Gosh, dang. I don't appreciate that. Just a random jump scare.
I just felt something touch my hand. What the fuck is right here? Oh my god, there's so many
Creepy
haunted
ass.
objects right here. If anyone's down here, I want you to show yourself. Holy fuck, dude!
childhood imagination is evolution's tool for renewing the sense that this insane world makes.
That's one
Robert,
hell
I'm about
of
to
a thing to
walk
say.
into your space. If you will be there with me, please let me know. I just want to talk with you.
Flashlight gonna go off.
Robert, I want to know if the curse is real.
All the lights turn on, I mean. That would be next level.
Do you curse people who disrespect you?
You see it like lean
Is
forward.
it just you and me? Or are there many within you?
Well, he's being blunt about it, I guess. He's just asking away.
Dude, this thing is spiking. Holy shit. Wait.
You gotta respect it on that level. That's, you know, you just gotta be blunt and honest. Just ask the questions you want to ask, and I gotta hand it to him. I'd be pretty damn scared to ask those questions myself. But I'd probably do it anyways.
Is that someone here? Oh my god! Right here? What the fuck is happening right here? There's nothing electrical around. This is one of the most haunted objects in the museum. It's a stone taken from the grave of Marie Laval. Oh my god! That just went off. Hello? Marie? Did you hear me talking about you? Marie Laveau is considered the queen
Of voodoo in New Orleans. Okay.
So I want to see if something still resides next to it.
Elena, if you're here, how did you actually feel about Count Carl? Murder! Oh my god! I didn't say this when I was telling the story, but what's crazy is that there's a rumor that Count Carl even murdered her so he could do all the things he wanted to with her corpse.
A lot of people think that he was just trying to kill her sooner so that he can go live out this crazy fantasy that he had.
Elena, are you trying to tell me that you were murdered by Count Carl? Or any spirits here if you know the story? Linger. Was she murdered? Fall. Around fall. Wait, let me see. When?
She died.
It honestly makes
God!
sense.
No way. It said around fall, and she
October.
died October 25th, 1931.
It makes sense. It would.
Holy shit! Oh my god, no! What the fuck? Dude, look at all these fucking dolls. Wait,
Oh,
that looks
geez.
like one of the Robert doll. Come touch this little green light, and I'll know you're here. Oh my god, dude, that's fucking creepy. Human blood. Handle with care. What the fuck? What is this from?
Did Eugene used to talk to you in the attic of the artist's house? Did it make you sad to see Eugene dying of Parkinson's?
Marie Laveau. Are you
Interesting.
here with the stone?
Interesting. And again, that kind of goes back to my theory. Maybe he, you know, Robert actually liked Eugene because it made him feel like a person, that he would be, you know, talk to him like a normal person would. So maybe it was a good thing in Robert's eyes that he had someone to chat with that wouldn't, you know, judge him or make fun of him or do any of these things. Yeah.
Come show yourself to me. I know you're here. Oh my god, dude! No! Oh, holy shit! This just went off again.
Yes.
Holy fuck! I got a pain in my back, and I look back and noticed that. Hello?
Face the camera over there.
Is there anything you can do or say right now to confirm that? I just want to make sure that I got the story right. Come here and let me know. Is that true? Ben! Dad!
bed dash.
Character. She ended up dying in her bed of tuberculosis, and he slept in his bed with her every single night. Maybe she was murdered in his bed. Did you get murdered in your bed? Is that what you're saying? So I know we didn't get a confirmed yes, but I think they told me, and they made it so obvious. Literally said she died in fall.
I give. And
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, that's pretty fucking accurate. Pretty good.
Me. Can you make that REM pod go off?
Going back to that whole thing, dude, again, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me that he would do something like that. The guy already sounded like he was mentally fucked up in a lot of ways, and that he felt like he could get away with something like taking her body out of the ground and dancing with it. It would not surprise me if he had something to do with her murder, probably because he started seeing that she just had no interest in him. It would make sense that, all right, well, if she has no interest in me, maybe she can't argue with me if she's dead. So, as fucked up as that is to say, so, like, not trying to make it like that is what he did, but...
Getting low.
Oh, well. People have gotten sick down there, so... Don't throw up on the camera.
Holy fuck. I almost just throw up. Oh shit. I've never had that happen in my life.
Oh man. Yeah, down in the tunnel.
In the tunnel, yeah. I've actually never had that happen in my life.
Want some water?
Yeah, actually. I'm fucking shaking. Holy shit. Dude, thank you. Has that ever happened to you? Or got like sick?
Well, people have gotten sick down there.
Not
Yeah.
as much as it seems like you are right now, but
It just
happens
like-
to people on the tour, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Right when you stepped out, I could tell that you kind of perked up a little.
No, yeah, that actually freaked me the fuck out. I was like, I just don't want to throw up in this fort. Like, make you guys clean it up. Holy shit. I'm gonna take a second.
Well, your camera would have caught most of it.
Oh my god, I don't. That's new. I don't think I've ever been like that close to actually puke. I've never had that physical reaction. I've gotten like hot heads or like pains or something like that, but I don't know what it is. I even like, I think I left everything there, left my backpack.
You did, yeah.
Drawing.
Just had to get out of there, or you probably would have thrown up.
Holy shit.
Holy wow. I'm glad you didn't throw up, but fuck. I could tell it was one of those throw ups that would have been just straight stomach acid. It was just like you were heaving and stuff, like really trying to get something out, even though you probably had nothing to get out. That is not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. I've been there several times, yeah. Yeah.
Are you good?
I think I had a new experience.
What's happening? Dan went and got me.
I like legitimately almost threw up. Like I was,
In the tunnel.
in the tunnel, and then I started gagging, and then I started walking away, and I like ran to the front, and as I was running, I was gagging more.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, by the time I saw
Like it was
Dan,
really trying to
you
get
can
you to
ask
throw up,
him,
yeah.
we can like talk about it, but I was like fucking full on shaking. I actually thought I was getting sick. I feel better right now, but I've actually never
Felt something like that before.
experienced anything like that. Like I felt hot flashes or whatever, it goes away instantly. That was
Yeah.
like trembling, like actually like about to puke.
Like dry heave.
I was dry heaving.
Dry heaving, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
REM pod was going off every once in a while when I hit the end.
Uh-huh.
I asked for everyone to do that, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it wasn't even like mid-conversation or anything. I just started like almost like puking.
Oh shit. This is fucked, man. I don't even know like if we should do this last investigation.
Did anything happen to you?
After everyone was done explaining their investigations, we realized we may have crossed a line with Robert. In order to be safe, we wanted to apologize.
All right, Robert, we're all here. If you want to say anything, now's the chance.
Robert, will you tell us if the myth of your curse is true?
It is?
It is specific.
Go home. Do you feel like we disrespected you in any way?
I ain't going back.
Certainly. So are you gonna continue to curse people?
Dude, I was saying that earlier though, like there's a lot of moments where like farting in his presence and like drawing a picture of him and then making fun of the pictures, even though at the moment it may not have, you know, you even specifically said that we weren't trying to make fun of you. He still may have took it like, you know, are you like making fun of the way I look? Like there's a lot of situations there, and then taking pictures without his permission. I mean, there's a lot of things, yeah, that he did in this video that I was like, yeah, you probably have pushed it a little bit too far. That's what I would have said to them in the beginning, but...
As long as they keep disrespecting you?
Silence?
Yeah!
Was that you trying to show me that you've tried to curse me?
Yeah!
Like a little kid.
Wait, guys, so seriously, what do we do then? Because like guys just like confirmed everything. Like I said, we cursed people, said he thought we disrespected it, and now like thinking about back on it, we were wearing sailor hats, we were drawing pictures of it.
Look, I find it kind of disrespectful. You're talking to each other like Robert's not even there. You know, like you just got to think about that shit, man. I would have just looked at I would have looked at Robert right there, and I would have said, "I really hope you can forgive me. I was very ignorant earlier. I did a lot of ignorant things. My deepest apologies. I will, if I ever come back, I will never disrespect you again. I hope you can find it in yourself to forgive me for today's actions. I really do." And I wouldn't even be talking to my friends. I wouldn't even looked at them and started saying, "Man, we really fucking disrespected it." I mean, it just confirmed everything. Like, what should we do, guys? What should we do? It's like, do you know what to do? Just apologize.
Making jokes around him. Literally took a picture, Polaroids.
Yeah, we basically did all the big no's.
Literally, and that I've never seen you act
farted
like that
in his
before in my
presence.
life.
Maybe we should ask if he'll accept our apology.
Is the apology the only way you
And
can
then laughed.
cleanse from this?
When you get these attachments, and some of them are tough, the apologies seem to work for most people, but I mean, it can get really intense.
Robert, in no way do we mean any harm or disrespect. We were just trying to show the world your power. We just wanted to show the viewers that your curse is real. So hopefully you can accept our apology. I'm sorry.
And I'm also sorry, Robert, if we went too far with some of the jokes. Our apologies.
Robert, I guess we're just trying to get to the bottom of a mystery and the kind of the top of our fear here. I'm sorry that we crossed the line.
We'll see. We'll see.
Robert, do you accept our apology?
Get out.
What
That
the
was so
fuck?
clear.
But he didn't answer if he accepted. Maybe he just is sick of us.
Guess we won't know.
I don't know. All I know is that he just wants us to leave. Like if we want to respect him, that's the best thing we can do for him. I hope he accepted it. I mean, the guy said that if you apologize, we'll accept it. Maybe he just didn't want to tell us he accepted it. Maybe that's like our punishment for being disrespectful, is we don't know if we're cursed or not. But at least we apologized. I think that's all we can do, right?
I think we're about to find out real quick if he's lifted or not.
Oh.
That was utterly terrifying. The fact that it was like, do you accept our apology? Kind of like demanding that you accept our apology, right? And there's a lot of small things in there. I could see why Robert would be like, you know what, just get out, because you guys don't get it. You're laughing, you're joking, I've seen a lot of those moments, and I'm like, oh, dude, guys, you should really treat Robert like a person. The difference between you guys and Eugene was that he didn't treat Robert like an experiment. He treated Robert like a human being. And the way you're going about what you're doing really does make Robert probably feel like you guys aren't taking it seriously and you're not taking him seriously. So he was just like, get out. Just get out. It's like you're a bunch of kids who don't know what the fuck you're dealing with. Just get out. You don't respect me at all. And I got that vibe a lot. I really did. And I'm not trying to slam on Sam and Colby. I understand why they made the video. I understand what the questions were. I understand that maybe they handle things in certain ways. Again, I'm not making this to insult you guys. I respect the fuck out of you, but in that situation, in those situations, I could see a lot of moments to where I'm like, yeah, and like how even there's like the smallest thing of like Nate kind of laughing at the end. Now I know it probably wasn't a laugh, kind of like laughing at the fact that, we might be cursed, and it was a nervous laugh. But Robert, it could came off like a laugh, like, oh, so you're not taking my curse seriously then. So it's the small things like that that I really feel like really should be thought about more and just really took it into consideration. At least for me. At least I would take that into consideration. I wouldn't be talking to Robert like he isn't there, if that makes sense. So, but please, guys, comment down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts. What did you guys think of this video? Did you guys like it? I really certainly enjoyed it, even knowing I think they did a lot more probably bad than they did good here. I really feel like they probably put themselves in harm's way. Hopefully not. Hopefully we don't get a season 3, the Curse of Robert the Doll, where it's just all about him cursing them. I don't know. But if you like this type of content, want some more content like this, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new to the channel, share the content, and if you guys want to support me even farther, go to my Patreon page. I will do more videos like this in the future and hopefully more years to come. So if you like my personal opinion about these kind of videos, then definitely support me over there or become a member to my channel. Either one works awesomely. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Keep it retro, and please do take care. And definitely comment in the comments down below if you took a picture of Robert and what's happening.